With 4 qualifying heats completed, who'll join Mace, Mortis, Behemoth and Napalm in the first of our series semi-finals? There's everything to fight for. There's everything to lose. There's everything on Robot Wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man with a rapid-fire tongue, Craig Charles.
When I was a kid at school, swapping bubblegum and bodily noises behind the bike sheds, things were simple. We thought a Tamagotchi was a disease you caught on holiday. But times have changed. Long gone are the days of pea shooters and catapults. These days, no self-respecting school kid would leave home without a 3,000 revs per minute industrial chainsaw welded onto the back of a robot. For these are the days of Robot Wars. And to prove it, 6 robotic bullies are going to fight for a place in our series semi-finals. Let's have a look at them.
First, from Huddersfield, Spin Doctor.
Named by the university student team because it can spin on the spot. It took 4 months to build. The second lightest in the heat at 66.6 kilos. The main danger will come from the 20-inch rear chainsaw and snowplow.
From Norwich, Pain.
Tonight's slowest spot, the brainchild of 2 RAF pilots who built Pain from parts gleaned from an uncle's farm. The motors come from windscreen wipers. It has chainsaw-driven cutting blades, and the front spike can punch through a 4mm aluminium deck plate.
From Bromley in Kent, Killertron.
Seeded 4th for this series, grand finalists from First Wars, driven by an aircraft fitter and an engineer. The pickaxe is the same as last year. The shell is orange, not pink this time round, made of a modified wheelie bin lid.
From Bournemouth, Technophobic.
It took just 4 working weeks to build out of bits and bobs from around the workshop. It cost up to £1,000. A lawnmower engine drives 2 motors. It's the heaviest in the heat. The 9-inch steel cutting disc weapon could look a little flimsy if Sir Killalot's about.
From Darwin in Lancashire, Schumey.
Looks like a black coffin lid to bring doom and gloom to opponents. Engineer Pocock and fitter Turnbull are Formula 1 fans. That's why they've named Schumey after the great Michael Schumacher. It's nippy at 30 miles an hour.
From Bicester in Oxfordshire, Orac.
Peter Reynolds has built a kit car before. This looks like a kit cart, but the 2 12-inch hardened steel front chisels and 9-inch cutting disc, powered by 2 electric car window motors, could make Orac more than a bit part player. Back to you, Craig.
There's a time for living, there's a time for loving, there's a time for showing off your oh-so-impressive statistics. But now it's crunch time. In the first of our 3 rounds, the gauntlet.
This is the gauntlet, time to run that perilous journey down to the end zone. But this week, we've added to the fun by adding a medieval pendulum with spikes designed to impale any robot that lingers too long about its task. Also, to add to your entertainment and with a point to make with his pickaxe, it's Shunt. With his arms open wide in welcome, there's Dead Metal. And always ready to play a few games or 2, especially with the odd small robots, Sir Killalot.
Roboteers, stand by.
First up, Killertron. They've been in wars before.
Activate.
Killertron just has 2.93 meters to beat to eliminate Barry. It's done that with that awful fluorescent pink and the dreadful pickaxe. Drivers Abdul and Richard with that sort of weaponry and colouring. I'd go and see a psychiatrist if I was you.
It's nice to see it's not pink anymore.
Yeah.
You like the pink?
I like pink. Just that you bought the wrong colour.
Who bought the wrong colour?
I got the wrong paint, so it went orange.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
So Killertron moves slowly towards that seesaw ramp. £300 it cost last year, £200 on top this year, and off the ramp and into trouble because Shunt is there. Oh, pickaxe to pickaxe, and look at the damage created here by Killertron. Richard's loving that one. Well, really getting stuck in. Look at this. Pick, pop. Oh, in comes the circular saw, though. Danger here for Killertron. Slicing down to that wheelie bin lid. That That's the dead metal camera we've been seeing. With the rhythm of a metronome. Killertron, has it got far enough down the course? Will it survive this sustained damage? Batter, batter. Kill and clatter.
Killertron team, come to the podium. Well. It was more like the pickaxe challenge, wasn't it?
That was great fun.
It was a right good battle, wasn't it?
That was really great fun. I enjoyed that. I can't wait till next time.
Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Ian and Dan Abdul controlling the pickaxe. Killertron, it was tremendous, wasn't it? 10.3 metres, that's a good run.
Roboteers, stand by.
Schumey, driven by John Turnbull.
Brute force and ignorance is how you've described your armoury.
right, yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't think that's going to be enough for the gauntlet.
It has to be. It just has to be. That's all we've got.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
John Turnbull, guided by his captain, John Pocock. Well, this is a Formula One speedy start. Until then, it wasn't a chicane they hit. It was the Cecil battery switch on or off or get it on and get moving. Because Sir Killalot's behind you. Imagine getting a poke up the backside from him. And there's the pickaxe of Shunt. They can't get any grip. They're wedged in there between the seesaw and the awesome tank trap. Picked up, flicked over, Schumey. Plucked into the air. Oh, and no further.
Schumey team, come to the podium. Well, my dad used to always say to me, too much speed, not enough haste. You came rattling out.
That was a plan.
Well, didn't it? Yeah, it went really well, but like too much speed, you didn't have the control.
Oh, no.
Fell off the seesaw, and then...
Went pear-shaped after that.
I don't know if you've done enough to get through. You might have done, you got fairly far.
Yeah,
Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Great start by Schumey, then they faded. But 7.3 metres, that could still be difficult to beat.
Roboteers, stand by.
We are the Oracles. This is our robot Orac. We have chisels at the front, wheelchair technology, and a circular cutting disc at the rear.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Orac, driven by Peter Reynolds. Teammates Barry Davis and Jason Wright. He was once locked out of his flat in the pouring rain, only wearing boxer shorts. You want to take on Shunt with boxer shorts on? And that's a great run by Orac. They're through. Tremendous stuff.
Come up to the podium. That was some fantastic roboteering. I mean, the way you gave the two house robots the slip there in the end to get into the end zone. How do you think it went for you?
We lost a bit of grip on the ramp, but we got past the house robots at the end, so...
Yeah, I thought you didn't have enough power. Was it just a grip, was it?
Grip, it was spinning on the wheels, so...
Put you through to the end zone, you're through to the next round. Well done, lads. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Tremendous run by Orac, completing the course. Fastest so far, of course. Well done.
Payne's not like any other robot in Robot Wars. We've got this, our kinetic stabber. Goes from the horizontal up to about 80 degrees of elevation, squirt of oxygen, squirt of fuel, spark in the back, banag, hardened steel bolt, and it does this to anybody that happens to get in the way.
Roboteers, stand by.
Payne is next up. John Wick. There's a problem. They're calling for a second start.
We've had a complete nightmare. All our electronics died, so we bodged up something so we can at least drive around.
Yeah, we've lost the kinetic stabber, which was going to be our weapon, and unfortunately we're without it.
Have you got any hope at all?
No, not at all. We've resigned ourselves to the do better next year suicide approach.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Here we go then. No, we don't. The Payne in the main is heading down the drain, I think. They can't get it started.
Oh, yes.
What do you
I can see
reckon?
what... Oh, yes. I can see what's wrong in there. Yes, it's your...
The jobby.
Do what?
The dilithium crystals come loose, unfortunately, I think. Yeah, the phaser gun is slightly loose. Oh, well, we'll get it fixed in a moment.
You've got about 5 minutes to get it fixed. I think it's a cool...
That's 5 moments.
The RAF pilots can't get off the ground for now.
Roboteers, stand by.
And while they're being given another chance, this is Technophobic.
The robot's driven by a petrol motor. This drives a hydraulic pump split between two sets of valves driving hydraulic motors. The wheels are chained together in pairs. This gives us good power and good turning ability.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Mark Green, Mike Allen and David Hayward all work together with an engineering plant. That's a good run at the start, beyond the spikes and up over the seesaw, already into dead metal. This will test the frame of Technophobic. Oh! But the cutting disc doesn't seem to be working. In comes Shunt with a pickaxe. But dead metal seems to have a problem there with the cutting disc. Oh, look at that! Slicing through the shell of Technophobic. Can it withstand the pressure? Still motoring, though. This is a good run into dead metal. But that's a tremendous run by Technophobic to get that far. Look at the pickaxe problem. But no cutting disc. Good run, though, by Technophobic. 11.3 metres. That puts them second so far.